So I feel like we explain this a lot, and we've been told by local builders and friends that run or own transmission shops, big companies, big companies, little companies. And I figure, why not put it to a test, a blind test? So I'm going to call transmission shops and ask them if there's a problem putting your vehicle, especially a 4L60 or 4L80, in overdrive. And I say overdrive because on some of the older vehicles, they had a D and then an OD. So what I'm trying to explain here is in the newer vehicles, it's 1, 2, sometimes 3 or D, and then OD or fourth. So what I'm saying is the last gear, either drive, overdrive, or 4. Your last gear, the overdrive. It's not like overdrive is a special button. Your tow haul mode is not a special gear. It just changes the parameters in which it holds out the gear, upshift, downshift. That's it. So long story short, I want to know, if I call them, if they're going to have any idea what I'm talking about. If I'm an idiot, like, no, it doesn't matter. With our transmissions, you can do whatever you want, driving in reverse. So I'm going to call them. I'm going to call these different shops, see what happens. So, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get a hold of anybody. So I'm probably going to have to edit in between. Please email us, you know what I mean? So we'll see. And I will be calling them on speaker. So let's see. I don't know how to work this phone. Oh, there we go.
This call may be monitored and or recorded for quality purposes.
Please hold for the next available agent.
Thank you for calling Mod Service. Ramon speaking. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I was hoping to speak to somebody, in tech or had some tech experience, something like that.
Yeah, are you looking for like warranty help or what kind of questions do you have?
No, it was just, excuse me, it was just a question I had about the way I should be driving my transmission just to have it last the longest. That may sound stupid, but I just had a couple questions.
Okay, yeah, what are your questions? I can help you out.
Okay, great. So one thing I've heard both sides of it, so I'm super curious. I've heard that it's completely okay to have, and I'm talking about like a 4L60 or a 4L80 here, that it's completely okay to just leave it in, fourth or overdrive, D, for example, and just beat the hell out of it, not worry about it, drag racing, whatever. But somebody else told me that it actually needs to be down in third because it holds better. There's a second, like applied clutch or something like that just it's there and it's not there in overdrive or in that fourth gear. And I just really wanted to get some input from like professionals like yourself.
Yeah, regardless of what you do, if you're beating on the transmission and if it's in drive or in low or in third, it's going to get beat on. So that doesn't matter at all. Like if you want the transmission to last, you should just not beat on it. Like I can just tell you that, obviously. But there is no difference between putting it in drive or overdrive and keeping it in a restriction. So in low or third.
Okay, so
or 4L60s or 80s.
Okay, so just to completely understand, there's no difference at all if I go to the drag strip, if I have it in in my Chevy Silverado making 1,000 horsepower, if I put it in drive versus third, no difference at all in the transmission.
No, as far as I know, there is no difference. Now the only thing I'd recommend is just if you're going to be beating on it, or if you're towing, is to install an external
Okay, well, sounds good. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Anything else I can help you with today?
No, that answers my questions. I'm going to go rip it up now. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have a good day. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, that was Monster Transmissions. They say it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't. He did say make sure you have a cooler on it. So, okay, let's see what else we got. I don't even know who else does. Oh. Okay. I probably have the stupidest look on my face when I'm dialing numbers. Come on. We're off to a good start.
Hi, this is Alan at Performer Build. I can't get to the phone right now, but give me a few minutes and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Yeah, hey, sorry to bother you. My name's Stefan. I can be reached at 9. The reason I was calling, I just had a quick question regarding, I guess, drivability or driving habits with a 4L60 or a 4L80. I was wondering if there's any difference between, drag racing and beating the hell out of it in, first, second, third versus in drive, aka overdrive or fourth gear. I've heard it's not really good to do that, and you could damage a roller bearing or roller sprag, something like that. So just kind of wanted to get a professional input on it. So if you could call me back with that information, that'd be great. Thanks for your time. Gotta leave Performer Built a message. See if they get back to us. So let's try them. I know this guy's not gonna answer. I heard he's a dick. Let's see. You don't even have a phone number on there. Oh, yes it does. I'm gonna call him like a bitch. I'm like, oh, excuse me, sir. Sounds like UPS is outside. I'm gonna interrupt. Don't interrupt me.
Sorry, the toll-free number you have dialed is unassigned.
Well, it's because I dialed the wrong number. Damn it. Duh.
Hello, you've reached Jake's Performance. Our normal business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Please be aware we are experiencing higher than normal call volumes and longer wait times. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you. You've reached Jake's Performance. Please hold while your call is connected. This call is being recorded.
Jake's Performance.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good, yourself?
Pretty good. I actually just had a really quick question regarding, drivability and driving habits of your guys' 4L60 and 4L80 transmissions, if you had a quick moment.
We don't do the 4L60, so we do the 4L80.
Okay, that's fine. So 4L80 it is.
Okay.
I was told that there's a huge difference when, drag racing or beating on a 4L80 that you should most definitely have it in, first, second, or third versus your fourth gear, aka overdrive. And I just wanted to know if there was any truth to that.
Yes, never launch an overdrive.
Okay. Would you have a quick
You'll tear stuff up real quick.
Yeah, and the way it was explained to me once is basically there's additional holding power when it's in first, second, or third versus overdrive, because there's just some type of roller piece of crap when it's only in overdrive. Is there any truth to that, or could you explain it a little better so I understand?
I don't know like everything behind it, but I do know you'll break like the sprags in there.
Okay.
Yeah, the overdrive sprag.
Yeah, because, I mean, like I said, I believe it's only the overdrive sprag that's holding the forward motion when it's, selected in fourth, aka overdrive, but then when you pop it down into third, then you have additional holding power.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I really appreciate you confirming that for me.
Yeah, hey, that's no problem.
Okay, well, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
So, Monster Transmission said doesn't matter. Performa Built was sleeping. Jake's transmission sounded like it was the guy that sweeps up floors maybe, but he had a pretty good idea of what I was talking about, and I didn't really have to talk him into it. So, 1 for 1. Let's see if I can get somebody else. I don't know that many. I want to call RPM, but I feel like they're going to pick up on my caller ID. Can I star? What is it? Star 87? No. What the fuck is it? Let me see. How to call. They're going to recognize my voice anyway. Blocked ID. It's fucking star 67. I said 87. Fucking whatever. Okay. They're gonna recognize, especially if it's Jeremy. He's gonna fucking know, but whatever. Let's see. Transmission Depot. I feel like they're not gonna know. Maybe I call Gear Star. Gear Star. Who else sells trannies? Okay, so star 671-800-406-110.
Thank you for calling RPM Transmission. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. For the directory, press 1, or please choose from the following options. For sales or tech support, press 2. For Jeremy Jeff.
RPM, this is Jeremy.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. I actually was just calling. I had a quick question. It's kind of a weird one, but it's just regarding, I guess, drivability and driving habits for 4L60s and 4L80s. If you had a quick second, I just kind of wanted to pick your brain.
Sure.
So I was once told something about if you're making some decent power, really anything above 400, 500, 600 and up, any type of crazy driving, you shouldn't be in drive, aka, fourth gear or overdrive. You should be doing anything in first, second, or third, racing, burnouts, donuts. And everybody else tells me I'm crazy and I'm missing out on my fourth gear overdrive, but I don't even think the car will shift into fourth gear wide open throttle anyway. So I just wanted to talk to a professional and, get this settled.
Sure. Yeah. So no, you're 100% right. There's no reason to for anybody to consider that you're missing out on anything as far as running in third gear, because you're not going to be you're not going to make it to overdrive. If you do, you're going to tear something up trying to shift into overdrive at wide open throttle.
Yeah, I mean, don't most even stock calibrations prevent you from shifting into that final gear wide open throttle anyway?
Yes, yeah, most won't shift into high gear at wide open throttle.
Yeah, so what would you be missing out on? You're not going to do it anyway. So even if you were in the fourth gear wide open throttle, you're still third gear tapped out until you let off anyway.
Right.
Okay. And then, so what's the big deal about it being stronger in, third, second, or first, or it being weaker in fourth or overdrive?
Yeah, so what it does is, in overdrive, there's a part of the transmission called the sprag. And what it is, it's basically a one-way roller mechanism. It's like a ratchet. Whenever you turn a ratchet one direction, it freewheels, and when you turn it back the other way, it locks. And that's kind of the way a sprag works. And whenever you're in overdrive, that sprag is freewheeling. It's allowing the output shaft to spin faster than the input shaft to achieve overdrive. And whenever you any other gear, third, second, or first gear, that sprag is locked. And whenever you're in overdrive and you stand on it and it downshifts from first back to second, or from fourth back to second to accelerate, it locks that sprag very aggressively. And when it does that, it'll knock the rollers over in it and damage it where it won't function anymore. So whenever you're going to run the vehicle hard, you manually pull it down to third, and that locks the sprag under a no load situation. And then it also applies what they call the overrun clutch. And I'm sure whenever you've downshifted the car, down a second, you feel the engine braking, you feel it slowing the car down.
Yeah, that's that overrun clutch.
Yeah, that's your extra clutch that applies, and it helps hold that sprag too. So it mechanically applies the overrun clutch. It locks the sprag under a no load condition, and it just helps prevent the transfer damaging itself. We call that a 4-2 downshift.
Yeah,
is what happens, and it damages the overdrive.
So basically, long story short, being in third, getting ready to get rowdy, you got a couple benefits. One, if it downshifts, it's only going one gear down, and you're going from a locked overrun sprag to a locked overrun sprag, and it's only one gear, and you have a second way of holding with your overrun clutch, so it's stronger.
Right.
Oh yeah, so it's definitely better to be in first, second, or third, and then really just use your fourth or overdrive for cruising and hanging out.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know why more people don't say this.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not common knowledge. We put it in all of our paperwork, on all of our new units, and we try to explain to everybody whenever they call in that if they're making diesel horsepower with a 4L60 or a 4L80, you always want to manually pull them out of overdrive. But yeah, it's become lost information.
Yeah, I think part of the problem is when maybe a transmission builder, they what's the word I'm looking for? They tell a customer that maybe they think they built it in such a way it's weaker now because they can't drive it and drive anymore, but really all it is nobody else that ever built their transmission told them this information So now they think they got some piece of crap when really they got the best thing they've ever gotten, and they got some good information with it.
Right.
Well, shit. Well, I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Oh, shit. I don't know how... We talk every day. I don't know how he didn't recognize me. Fuck. Okay. Do I even need to call anybody else? Was that good enough? I mean, that's the perfect answer because that's exactly what happens. Maybe if Performa Built calls me back. Ah, motherfucker, he just texted me. He fucking knew it was me. Motherfucker. Oh, shit. God damn it. Motherfucker. That's fucking hilarious. Fuck. Oh, I'm putting the text in this video.